श्याम सूर्या नाईक गोवन वार्ता लाईव्ह मध्ये आपलं स्वागत। आज आपण आहोत कुट्टाळी मतदारसंघात ज्या माजी आमदार अलिना साल्डाना यांच्यासोबत। त्या आमदारकीचा राजीनामा देऊन आम आदमी पक्षात प्रवेश करून आज त्या आम आदमी पक्षाच्या उमेदवार म्हणून कुट्टाळी मतदारसंघातून निवडणूक लढवत आहेत। लेट मिस्टर पर्रीकर, गोवा's ex-CM and ex-डिफेन्स मिनिस्टर, आणि माथानी साल्डाना हे दोघी बरे फ्रेंड आशिल्ले, बरे रिलेशन आशिल्ले। ह्या कारणान मिस्टर माथानी भाजपांत प्रवेश केलो आणि तो आमदारय जालो, मिनिस्टरय जालो। आणि माथानी साल्डाना पयले सुद्धा पर्रीकर वांगडा बरे रिलेशन, ही रिमेन्स फर्म विथ पर्रीकर एंड विथ BJP। आफ्टर द सॅड डिमायस ऑफ मिस्टर माथानी साल्डाना मागीर तूं आमदार जाली मॅडम, तूं आमदार जाली, मिनिस्टरय जाली पर्रीकराच्या गव्हर्मेंटाक। तेन्नाचो तुजो एक्सपिरियन्स विथ पर्रीकर एज अ CM आणि पर्रीकराच्या प्रेझेन्साक BJP आणि आतांची BJP हितून कितें डिफरन्स आसा मॅडम?
Yes, it is a fact that Mathani Saldana respected Sir Parrikar because he admired him for his focus, for his hard work, and also for the love that he had for the state of Goa and the people of Goa. And I think he admired him. He used to always say, can you believe it? He's a man who will get up at 6 o'clock if he has to, 6 o'clock in the morning to serve the people. And I think he was almost like a kind of a source of inspiration that led late Mathani Saldana to join the BJP. But I'm very sad to say that the BJP then and now are totally different, because I can definitely say that through the interaction that I had with late Parrikar ji as a minister, as a then minister of Forest and Environment, you could sit with Mr. Parrikar and talk to him, and he had the capacity to grasp the situation and do what is right. At least my experience was that. Unfortunately, he is no more. Late Mathani Saldana is not there, and therefore I think Goa is at the mercy of the center, and things are definitely not going right for the state of Goa.
मॅडम, तेन्ना पर्रीकराच्या वेळा वयली BJPक तूं आशिल्ले आनी मिनिस्टर आनी आमदार आशिल्ले। मागीर पर्रीकरा उपरांत मागीर तरी पूण तूं सेकंड टर्म आमदार जाली, सेकंड टायम आमदार म्हणून रावले BJPक। तेन्ना तुजो आफ्टर पर्रीकराचो डिमायस जावन तुजे एक्सपिरियन्स कसो आशिल्लो BJP वांगडा?
ना, म्हाका अशें सांगूंक जाय की पयलीं 5 वर्सां बरे भाशेन गेली आनी सोत उलोवपाक जायते डेव्हलपमेंट बी जालो। ओके, in my own constituency I can say that I was able to do a lot under the BJP government for the first term. Lot of projects, I was able to do the market project in Kortali, my health center. I started the market project in Jwarinagar, but I think that was in the second term. But the proposal was there. Lot of good projects were happening. Okay? But towards the end of the first term and beginning of the second term, I don't know what went wrong, but suddenly the government of Goa started putting proposals for projects that were totally anti-Goa and anti-people of Goa. And on this account, I remembering Mathani's stand and his love for Goa and the people of Goa, I had to speak up. I could not be a mute spectator to the destruction of Goa, because let us just consider the 3 linear projects, and specifically the doubling of the South-Western Railway track. I mean, I really cannot understand how a government, of the people, for the people and by the people can bring in a project like doubling of the South-Western Railway track, where knowing well that the second track will land inside the compounds of the houses, not just one or two houses, hundreds of houses, and destroy these houses, destroy the life of the people, further pollute the environment. I mean, can this be termed as development? Definitely not. This is destruction. And it appears that Goa is being looked upon as a corridor for the benefit of the two bigger states, Karnataka and Maharashtra. And actually, if you compare the size of Goa with these two states, we all know Karnataka 51.8 times bigger than Goa, Maharashtra 82 times bigger than Goa. And we must realize that what is possible in these two big states is not possible in Goa, and we should not use Goa for the benefit of the big states at the cost of its destruction. And this is what was happening, and this is precisely the reason why I realized, because we spoke to all the authorities concerned not to do this, not to destroy Goa, not to use Goa as a corridor for the north and the south states, but nobody seemed to be paying heed. Until date, the Southwestern Railway authorities are going ahead, trying their best to lay the second track. Who are those who are living in these houses? Aren't they the residents and the voters of the state of Goa? Don't their needs and their life matter to the government of the day? So how can you do this? I'm sorry, this is a crime. And that is the reason I was forced to leave BJP. And then I started thinking, which party will I join? That's what all my supporters came to me and started saying, Madam, ata tum kide korteli? Khuncha party na mi vasya? I said, ami chitung zay, goshti urki marung zay na. And then we started analyzing. To be honest, we could join any of those parties that came. Like for example, I had the opportunity to join the Congress. I could have even requested them, and I was also given a promise in a way. But then suddenly I realized, what did Congress do the last time? 15 of them elected as Congress representatives of the people jumped into the BJP. So where is the difference? Then talking about TMC, I was informed by, suddenly, there was like a bombarding of information telling me that be careful, TMC has definite links with Adani. And doubling that is happening, that the government is so keen upon, is for the coal that Adani wants to bring from Australia. So I realized that TMC could not be my choice. And they came several times, and I just kept postponing. I was left with UP. Now, I had heard a lot of positive things about Aam Aadmi Party. But then I said, we are in a situation, we just cannot jump anywhere. Let us ascertain what we have heard.
मॅडम, तूं 2012 BJPच्या तिकेटीचेर इलेक्ट जाली, आमदार जाली, मिनिस्टर जाली. 2017 again you have elected on a BJP ticket. आमदार म्हणून आणि मिनिस्टर म्हणून तुवें तुजे मतदारसंघात कितें कामां केल्या, कितें विकासाची कामां घेतली तुवें हातीन?
I feel very happy to answer this question because I can proudly say that I have done a lot of developmental works in the constituency, and most of my works are there for the people to see. First of all, here is my booklet that gives all the details, every detail of every work that I have done in the constituency, citing the cost of each work. If you look at my booklet, what is written in red is the cost of every work done. I have done practically all the roads, and to my joy, I can say that even last week my works were happening. 5 major roads have been hot mixed, okay, and people are very, very happy. I think there are hardly any roads, unless they are totally new roads that have to be handed over to the panchayat and then taken for doing the work on the roads. so that the roads are motorable. Now, but these are almost very, very few, and most of these roads are the inner roads. There are personal requests from the people, and we have to consider and see what best we can do. But I'm very proud. My works, my projects are there for the people to see. People can see my market complex at Varta. People can see my medical PHC, okay? PHC, which is now, it doesn't look like a PHC, it's a beautiful hospital. And I want to say that I put my mind and my heart and my soul into it to make it a place that is very pleasant for the patients who may have to be there at the Kasauli Health Center. Then I have almost completed the Zwari Nagar Market Complex, okay? And I did it specifically for the benefit of the people of the area. And I would like to say that on the first floor we had put certain needs like, meeting point for people who ever want to have a meeting, then library and things like that. And then suddenly, along with a group of people from my constituency, those who usually dialogue with me on various issues, we all came to the conclusion that a meeting point is not as essential as having a full-fledged sub-health center, especially in the present situation. And therefore, under GRB, we are doing this project, and therefore, I put in a letter asking the GRB to convert the entire floor to a sub-health center, which is happening, and it will be furnished as per by the concerned department. So we are doing work. Even the Kala Bhavan, which was left there as a skeleton, I have taken it up. Initially, I didn't want to take it up, but at the request of the then Chief Minister, Sir Parrikar, I took it up, and I'm doing it. It was, I heard Mr. Mobin saying that only 20% of the work is left. That's a lie. I think 80% of the work was left because it's a Kala Bhavan. And if you just focus on the auditorium involves a lot of very fine work, because you have to consider the sound aspect, the lighting aspect of the auditorium. Work is still going on the auditorium, and it will be completed. But then, this previous MLA of Kortaling constituency keeps saying that he had done 80%. If he had done 80%, yes, I know, 28 crores were spent by him on this project. But I don't know. I think he should explain to the public how he spent 28 crores. Because right now, I think the budget is almost 19 crores. Okay? So, I would like to say that we are focused on the development. Our roads are done, our retaining walls for all the nalas, wherever people have come to, with their request to construct retaining walls for the protection of their homes and so on, we have done. Any and every request of the people of the constituency has been considered by us, and whatever is possible, we have done. And here is my booklet, the evidence of all the works we have done, big works and small works, okay? Very important works. Even sometimes it is just a small request, from maybe one or two families. But then, as their representative, I think we have to respect them and consider their requests, and we have done that. So I am very proud to say that maybe I have done more than most of the MLAs.
Madam, Mr. Marvin Gudino, जो आता पंचायत मिनिस्टर आसा, तुमच्या BJP सरकारान आसून सुद्दां ऑलवेज तुज्या विरोधाक रावलो आनी तुज्या ही स्पोकन अगेन्स्ट यू being in a BJP government and being a minister. How you look at this thing?
Frankly, I don't pay much attention, because The people of Kortaling constituency know what Marvin Gudinho is all about. He had 20 years in this constituency, but he doesn't have a single completed project to show that he did it for the people. I know he laid the foundation stone for Panchayat Ghar in his office, and probably the stone is still lying in the Panchayat or maybe in his office where he laid the foundation stone. But there is no Panchayat Ghar for Sankwal Panchayat till date. Okay, that foundation stone. Recently also he laid the foundation stone for the Panchayat Ghar in his own office at I think Daboli. Has the work started? No. I think people know what Marvin Gudinho is all about, and I don't think I have to talk much on this issue, because the only thing I did was I challenged him. I said, show me one good project that you did for the benefit of the people who voted you to power, and you were their representative for 20 years. There is nothing to show. Absolutely nothing. And the people know it. People know, and they say a lot. I won't repeat what they say, but he should know the truth.
मॅडम, तूं BJPचे पक्षाचो राजीनामा दिलो, आमदारकीचो राजीनामा दिलो, आनी तूं आम आदमी पक्षाक जॉयन जाली. वाय ओनली आम आदमी पक्ष?
हांवें आम आदमीचे जायते बरे उलयता ते लोक बरे उलयता ते आयकलेले, आनी म्हाका अशें दिसलें की ही पार्टी अशी दिसता लोकां खातीर वावुरता. पूण हांवें कितें चिंतलें, आयकूंकूच वी कॅनॉट बिलीव ओनली वॉट यू हियर. आमी आमच्या दोळ्यांनी पळोवंक जाय. म्हणटकूच आमी कितें केलें, आमी 10-12 जाण एकठांय येवन आमी चिंतलें की आमी दिल्ली या, आमी लोकां कडेन मेळुया, लोकां कडेन विचारया, हे जे आमी आयकता हे सोत ओ न्हू जाल्यार. आनी आमी दिल्ली गेली. दिल्ली वचून आमी लोकांच्या घरांनी गेली. सगळ्या घरांनी आमी वचूंक ना, म्हाका दिसता आमी 4-5 घरांनी गेली, आनी आमी विचारलें लोकांक, खरेंच तुमकां लायट फ्री मेळटा, उदक फ्री मेळटा? तेंच्यांनी सांगलें वय. Then I asked them, can you show me some evidence that you don't pay for the water and the electricity? They showed me their bills, and we believed. Then we went to the health clinic. I think I was blown by what I saw. You know, urgent needs for somebody who's sick are there at the health clinic. There is a doctor, there is a technician, there is a nurse. What does the technician do? The technician does the testing, X-rays, ultrasound, blood testing is done there. The doctor then takes the reports, checks the patient and gives medication. Medicines are also free. And if the patient is serious and requires further treatment or surgery, he is directed to a bigger hospital. Okay? Now, at the hospital, surgery, if needed, is also free. I mean, isn't this a government that is for the people? Absolutely and totally. So we then went to this school we had heard so much about. And I, being a teacher and a headmistress, I really appreciated the first class infrastructure that is provided for the students for the learning purpose. And really, it was beautiful to see the rich and the poor studying at this school with no differences. Education is free from primary right up to the 12th standard. Now tell me, if this is not a government for the people, what else can we say about this government? There is nothing that I felt was anti-people or vested. It was all focused upon the common man. And therefore, we decided that we will join Aam Aadmi Party, the only party that very definitely is serving the common man. We went and we met the Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, Sir Kejriwal, and the first question I asked him, I said, sir, how is it that it is possible to give so much free for the common man? And he said, madam, I'm not giving my money to the people. So this is what he said, I'm giving people's money back to the people. And that is what it is. We are the taxpayers. The common man is the taxpayer. So when government does any work or any project for the benefit of the common man, government is doing by using the common man's money. And therefore, I was really happy, and I felt that if we can replicate what is happening in Delhi, in Goa, I think the common man will be happy and well taken care of.
मॅडम, तूं आतां आम आदमी पार्टीक जॉयन जाली, तुका कॅन्डिडेट म्हणून डिक्लेअर केलो आम आदमी पक्षाचो. तुजे ह्या मतदारसंघात आतां कशें काम चालू आसा एज अ कॅन्डिडेट, आनीक तूं लोकां कडेन कसो रिस्पॉन्स आसा? हाव इज द रिस्पॉन्स?
Yes, I am very happy with the response that I'm getting, because people look at my brochure, okay? They know I have worked throughout the term, because I can say that there has not been a single day where I have stayed away from my office. I'm available to the people of my office every day, from morning, I can say 10 o'clock, right up to 7, 8 in the evening. Okay? The work I have done is a testimony to the commitment that I pledged towards the people who laid their hope in me. And people are happy, and people are very happy. I think people also know what Aam Aadmi Party is doing, the government in Delhi is doing for the common man, and they want a replication of the good things happening in Delhi also to happen in Goa. And people have told me, Madam, you go ahead, we are behind you, because we want good things to happen to the people of our state.
मॅडम, तुका आतां तुज्या विक्ट्रीची कितली कॉन्फिडंट आसा, कितली खात्री आसा तुज्या विक्ट्रीची, आनी ह्या मतदारसंघाक कितें फुडें विकास कामां जावपाक जाय आनी कितें जावपाक जाय अशें दिसता तुका, आनी तुजें विजन कितें आसतलें ह्या मतदारसंघा खातीर?
I am very confident that I'm going to win, and I'm not saying that just because people have told me. I'm saying that because I can see the expression on their faces. It's not my assumption. It is what I see, and the way people tell me, go ahead, madam, we are all with you. And I know they are sincerely with me, because they know I have worked for them. I have served them. I was not sitting idle. I have done a lot of development, and once again I say, whatever can be recorded is here. My personal efforts, my reaching out to my people, I cannot write here, but the works are definitely recorded in this brochure, okay? And people know about it. It's there for the public to see. If you go through my constituency, you will see my roads. Most of my roads are done. Of course, maybe some inner roads, private roads are there. And in fact, just yesterday we were discussing one private road, and I told them we will see how best we can give you a road, because everybody needs proper access to and fro from their houses. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that the work is over. There's always work to be done. There are always requests from the public which we have to pay heed to. And as far as my planning is concerned, I want to make sure that underground electric cabling is provided to my constituency, because many areas in my constituency have a thick tree cover. And whenever there is a tree cover, you can have a lot of, problems with respect to power. And therefore, we can do away, one best way of doing away with these problems, where the electric wires snap and things like that, is to provide underground cabling. Another major issue which is needed is the sewage treatment system. I think in some areas especially, sewage treatment system is the need of the hour, and we will be very focused to provide the sewage treatment facility in areas where it is needed. Another issue which I know Aam Aadmi government will take care of, and that is employment for our youth. Okay, I think Sir Kejriwal has made it very clear that it is not a promise, it is a guarantee that the youth will be provided with employment. And until they are provided, those who are registered at the Employment Exchange Bureau, they will be given 3,000 every month until they are given a job. And as said by Sir Kejriwal, he will do this at the earliest, because he said, I cannot go on giving money to the youth. So at the earliest, I have to stop the money because I've given them a job. And we are looking forward to it, because I think there is, migration from Goa to various other countries due to lack of job opportunities. We have to stop this migration. And I have full confidence that Aam Aadmi government in Goa will definitely see to this. Another issue is, we have our handicapped people. And I think till date, we have not really focused upon their needs. Okay, and as a result, the handicapped lie in their homes, sometimes without any attention being paid to them. No, I'm not saying by the family members, but by the public. The public system has to provide for them, and we are definitely going to focus on their needs, the needs of the senior citizens. Okay, another thing is desilting. Desilting. See, Goa has a lot of water ponds, okay, and these water ponds are totally polluted. Okay, now desilting of these water ponds and lakes will be taken up also on a priority, and wherever necessary for easy movement of traffic and easy movement of the people, underpasses or maybe flyovers will be provided specifically at the site wherever needed. Okay, so a lot is being planned, and definitely the needs will also come to us as and when the people come with their requests. And I want to tell the public that if I am here today, it is only to serve, like I have done for the last 2 terms, and I will continue to focus upon the people of my constituency, and also I will focus upon the protection of the environment and protection of Goa as a state, because those were the priorities with late Matani Saldana, and I have stepped in his shoes, and therefore I am very focused to fulfill what late Matani Saldana would do for his beloved Goa and the people of Goa.
मॅडम, खूप खूप धन्यवाद. मॅडमने आम्ही विचारलेल्या सर्व प्रश्नांना उत्तर दिल्या. ह्या होत्या माजी आमदार आणि आम आदमी पक्षाच्या कुट्टाळी मतदारसंघातून निवडणूक लढवित असलेल्या उमेदवार मॅडम अलिना साल्डाना. धन्यवाद.